My name is Mr. Leander, and I am the principal of the North Brookfield Elementary School. I have to tell you, I'm a little bit scared of starting. So I'm sitting in the kindergarten room because I know we have lots of new kindergartners that are just waiting to start school in a couple new weeks, and probably a couple of you feel just like me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a book to you called Scaredy Squirrel. Warning, Scaredy Squirrel insists that everyone wash their hands with antibacterial soap before reading this book. I'll be right back. I'm back from washing my hands, and now I'm all set to read. Scaredy Squirrel never leaves his nut tree. He'd rather stay in a safe and familiar tree than risk venturing out into the unknown. The unknown can be a very scary place for a squirrel. A few things Scaredy Squirrel's afraid of are tarantulas, poison ivy, green Martians, germs, killer bees, and sharks. So he's perfectly happy to stay right where he is. I know that's how I would feel. Perfectly happy just to stay at home with my mom and my dad, or my wife and my kids. I'd be perfectly happy, but sometimes we have to venture out. Let's see what happens to Scaredy Squirrel. Advantages of leaving the nut tree. It has a great view, plenty of nuts, a safe place, and there's no tarantulas, poison ivy, Martians, bees. Some disadvantages of never leaving the nut tree. Well, he's got the same old view, same old nuts, and kind of the same old place. In Scaredy Squirrel's nut tree, every day is always the same. Everything is predictable. All is under control. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Every day is exactly the same. Scaredy Squirrel's daily routine. At 6:45, he wakes up. At 7 o'clock, he eats a nut. At 7:15, he goes outside and looks at the beautiful view. At 12 o'clock, he eats a nut. At 12:30, he looks at the view. At 5 o'clock, he eats another nut. And at 5:31, looks at the view. At 8 o'clock, he goes to sleep. That's a lot later than I go to sleep. I go to sleep about 7. But let's say, just for example, that something unexpected did happen. You can rest assured that this Scaredy Squirrel would be prepared. I wonder what's in that box. A few items in his emergency kit are a parachute, bug spray, a mask and rubber gloves, a hard hat, a net, antibacterial soap, Band-Aid, calamine lotion, sardines. I have a bunch of that stuff in my emergency kit too. What to do in case of an emergency, according to Scaredy Squirrel. Number 1, panic. Number 2, run. Number 3, get the kit. Number 4, put on the kit. Number 5, consult the exit plan. And number 6, exit the tree. If there is absolutely, definitely, truly no other option. And here is his exit plan. With his emergency kit in hand, Scaredy Squirrel watches. Day after day, he just watches. Until one day, Thursday at 9:37 a.m. exactly, a killer bee appears. Scaredy Squirrel jumps up in panic, knocking at the emergency kit out of the tree. This was not part of the plan. Oh boy, I wonder what's going to happen to our friend Scaredy Squirrel. Scaredy Squirrel jumps out of the tree to try to catch his kit. He quickly regrets his idea. The parachute is in the kit. But something incredible happens. I wonder what could be happening to our friend Scaredy Squirrel. I wonder what he's thinking. I wonder what you're thinking. Why don't you let me know what you're thinking? I agree with you. Scaredy Squirrel starts to glide. Scaredy Squirrel is no ordinary squirrel. He's a flying squirrel. Wow, that's pretty cool. I never would have thought of that. He feels overjoyed, adventurous, carefree, alive. Scaredy Squirrel forgets all about the killer bee, not to mention the tarantulas, poison ivy, green Martians, germs, and sharks, until he lands in a bush. Wow. And he plays dead. 30 minutes later, 1 hour later, 5 hours later, finally Scaredy Squirrel realizes that nothing horrible is happening in the unknown today. So he returns to his nut tree. All this excitement has inspired Scaredy Squirrel to make drastic changes in his life. I wonder what changes Scaredy Squirrel might make. Scaredy Squirrel's new and improved daily routine. 6:45, wake up. That's the same. 7 o'clock, eat a nut. Well, 7:15, look at the view. 9:37, jump into the unknown. 9:45, play dead. 11:45, return home. 12 o'clock, eat a nut. 12:30, look at the view. 5 o'clock, eat a nut. 5:31, look at the view. And 8 o'clock, go to bed. Wow. P.S. As for the emergency kit, Scaredy Squirrel's in no hurry to pick it up just yet. I wonder why. Let's take a look. Oh no, it's in the poison ivy. And that's the end of our story about Scaredy Squirrel. If you enjoyed our story of Scaredy Squirrel, we're going to be opening up the school in just a few short days. And I can't wait to get a chance to meet and learn with each one of you. See you soon.